repeatedly, like Sonny Terry, Brownie McGhee.
Is that how you found?
Yeah, I think Sonny Terry and Brownie McGhee was the first blues people I saw when I was really young on TV. Big Bull Brunsey was another one.
On July 26, 1943, Mick Jagger, an English singer, songwriter, actor, and producer, was born. Throughout his musical career, Jagger has established himself as one of the most successful rock artists of his generation. For more than 4 decades, he's been in the spotlight, entertaining music lovers. He was one of the founding members of the Rolling Stones, and he was a music idol. His musical talent not only influenced many rock and roll fans, but also shot his band to the height of their success. Jagger's one of the most popular names in music, and he's well known for his showmanship. He's also founded the famous band, the Rolling Stones. Mick Jagger found a niche in the music business and inspired generations of rock and roll fans. Jagger was born into a middle-class family. He shared his love of music with Keith Richards from an early age. Jagger and the Rolling Stones were honored into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1989 and the UK Music Hall of Fame in 2004. He made it to #1 on the UK and US singles charts with 13 singles as a member of the Rolling Stones, the top 10 with 32 singles, and the top 40 with 70 singles as a solo artist. He was honored in 2003 for his contributions to modern music.
And different approach, different feeling of entertainment. You know, it's a different kind of entertainment than the kind of pop singers that were on TV.
If you enjoy these videos, please remember to hit the like button, as it does help us out a lot. And comment below who your favorite celebrity is that you'd love to see in an upcoming video. His full name is Michael Philip Jagger, but is also known as Mick Jagger. He was born July 26, 1943 in Dartford, United Kingdom, making him 77 at the time of this production. He stands at 178 centimeters tall. Jagger is a promoter of music education and supports music in local schools with his Red Rooster initiative. The name Red Rooster is derived from one of the Rolling Stones' early singles. Jagger, an enthusiastic sports fan, he's a big fan of England's national football and cricket team and has been to many FIFA World Cups, including those in France in 1998, Brazil in 2014, Germany in 2006, South Africa in 2010, and Russia in 2018. Jagger was a David Cameron supporter who was initially in favor of Brexit before changing his mind. Jagger made headlines for all the wrong reasons. Police had searched Richards' home and discovered him in possession of narcotics and other illicit substances. When Jagger was arrested, he was with his mother, Marianne Faithfull. Richards was also among those detained during the raid. The individuals were fortunate in that their charges were eventually dismissed. However, 2 years later, Jagger and his girlfriend were arrested for drug abuse once more. Mick Jagger is also active in charity work and has supported these several charities: American Foundation for AIDS Research, Elton John AIDS Foundation, Prince's Trust, Reverb, Sabin Community Clinic, Sea Shepherd Conservation Society, Small Steps Project, Soil Association, The Art of Elysium, UNHCR. Jagger has been married and divorced once, as well as having been in many other relationships. Jagger was involved with Marianne Faithfull, an English singer, songwriter, and actress, with whom he co-wrote Sister Morphine, a song on the Rolling Stones' 1971 album, Sticky Fingers. From 1969 to 1970, he was in a relationship with Marcia Hunt. Jagger met the American singer in 1969, and despite the fact that Hunt was married, the two began a relationship. The couple split up in June 1970 when Hunt became pregnant with Jagger's first child, Karis. He met Bianca Perez Mora Macias in 1970. They married in a Catholic ceremony on May 12, 1971 in Saint-Tropez, France, and had one child, Jade. They separated in 1977, and she filed for divorce in May 1978, citing his adultery. Jagger started dating American model Jerry Hall in late 1977. They moved in together and had 4 children. In 1990, they married in an unofficial private ceremony in Bali, Indonesia, and lived in Richmond, London. Jagger had an affair with Italian singer and supermodel Carla Bruni during his relationship with Hall. Jagger's marriage with Hall ended when it was revealed that he had an affair with Brazilian model. Jagger's unofficial marriage to Hall was ruled invalid and unconstitutional by the High Court in London in 1999. From 2001 until her suicide in 2014, Jagger was in a relationship with fashion designer Loren Scott. She passed her entire estate, estimated to be worth $9 million to him. Jagger established the scholarship in her name at London's Central College. Jagger has been dating 35-year-old American ballet dancer Melanie Hamrick since the death of Loren Scott. She gave birth to their son in 2016.
How did you feel walking around the exhibition? What do you think of it?
It's fantastic. It's surprising. No, I mean, I've been living with it for like 3 years.
Mick Jagger was born in 1943 in England. Eva Ensley Mary and Basil Francois Jagger were his parents. He is Chris's eldest brother, who was born in 1947. Chris, who is also a guitarist, comes from a musical background. In reality, the two have collaborated on stage. Jagger was an obedient student and one of the people's favorite during the early years of college. Jagger, as the oldest son of a teacher and a housewife, was a successful student and liked by his friends. He became interested in American blues and R&B music at a young age and purchased his first guitar when he was 14 years old. Jagger as a teen, Jagger began collecting music records by Howlin' Wolf and Muddy Waters. Soon after, he and his friend Dick Taylor formed a band with Mick as its frontman. Jagger was admitted to the London School of Economics in 1960. He stayed at home and commuted into town for school. Jagger, who was also focusing on his band, they soon added a new member in a newly formed band, guitarist Keith Richards. They had known each other, getting older in Dartford. Jagger and Richards spent a bit of time at the club while exploring London's evolving blues scene. They saw Alexis Corners perform and were blown away by guitarist Brian Jones, who did several performances with the band. After a while, Jagger joined Blues Incorporated as a guest vocalist. Brian Jones, another singer, met with Jagger and Richards. They chose him for the band because of his exceptional guitar skills. During the group's early days, they played for free at Corners gigs. Soon after, they teamed up with Jones, who was planning to form his own band. Ian Stewart was also a member of the group that would eventually become the Rolling Stones. Charlie Watts, a drummer, soon joined the group. Dick Taylor left soon after, but it wasn't long before they found his replacement, Bill Wyman. Andrew Loog Oldham, the band's new manager, infused a sense of achievement in the band. The Rolling Stones became known as a wild band sooner or later. He started to venture out and appeared in a few films. In 1966, he co-starred in Charlie Is My Darling with the other band members. This was a documentary about the Rolling Stones. In the 1970s, he starred in films such as Gimme Shelter, Ned Kelly, and Performance. After a decade, he appeared in other films such as Burden of Dreams.
Have you enjoyed the process of looking back? Have you felt nostalgic?
No. It's not really been my kind of role. That's not going to get you anywhere.
He is one of the highest paid singers in the UK. Mick Jagger has a net worth of $500 million. Mick Jagger bought a country house at 15809 Clear Lake Avenue. He chose the location because of its privacy. Jagger owns several cars: Aston Martin DB6, Ferrari, Citroen Maserati SM, Mercedes V126, Morgan Plus 8 Roadster.